Hi, this is Mark at learnhowtogarden.com, and in today's episode of the 10-Minute Gardener we're talking about one of my favourite things, that's kicking leaves. Well, kicking leaves is one of those things we did, isn't it, as kids in the autumn, and I loved it. This is one of my favourite trees. This is a horse chestnut, a conker tree. I mean, I'm sure if we look around here it shouldn't, be that hard. These are what it grows. These are conkers. But I want you to look at this tree. I want you to look at how majestic the tree is that I am standing under. It's an amazing thing. So big, so elegant. And it grows mainly using the nutrients created by its own fallen leaves. And what I want to talk to you about today is making leaf mould. Leaf mould, it sounds almost like it's not a particularly nice thing, and it starts with these beautiful fallen leaves, huge horse chestnut leaves, and they hit the ground in autumn. And this is a resource that we all should be using. What I want you to do is go out and collect some of these leaves. One of the first jobs I ever had for my grandfather was to earn pocket money in the autumn by collecting leaves. And it's dead simple. All you need is a black plastic bag and find some leaves in your local park, if you've got them in your own garden. The edge of the road really isn't the best place, but if there's nowhere else, that would do. And it's simplicity itself. You collect as many of these leaves that will stuff into a plastic bag, and we'll just do that now to show you how simple it is. So just take your bog standard rubbish sack and you fill it with as many leaves as you can ram into it. Now, if you can get the leaves from under one tree, that's really good, because all leaves don't break down at the same speed. Oak and hazel will break down in just a year, whereas something like this horse chestnut or beech or sycamore take a couple of years. So if you can, use all the leaves from a single tree. If you can't, it doesn't matter, but if you can, it is better. When you've got a bag full and compress them in quite well, you'll see it's still really light and easy. Put it somewhere in your garden, take it out to your garden. Behind the shed is the perfect place. Put some water onto it to keep it nice and damp. Add 1 or 2 holes to the bag and just leave it alone. Leaf mould is made by fungi. It's a cold process. It's not like compost, which requires heat and requires a balance of things being put into your compost heap for the bacteria to work. In the first instance, fungi break this down and then bacteria take over. And like I said, the quickest you can expect this is about a year, 2 years for this horse chestnut, but it's worth waiting. And although these bags look big at the moment, it's going to break down to about 25% of this. But the reason we should be doing it, 1, it's free, 2, it's environmentally friendly, and 3, it's a brilliant additive once it's actually all broken down. And I'll just get some that has come out of a bag that's been sitting literally behind my shed for 2 years and show you what it looks like after 2 years. So this is leaf mould. I've literally taken it out of a bag and just sieved it, put it through a normal garden sieve, and it's wonderfully friable, it's warm, it's like a forest floor. It's a great additive, like I say, to your own compost. I tend to use this mix 50-50 when I'm potting on some of my plants in the spring. It's great if you're growing something like citrus plants, and you can use about 30% of this, 30% soil and 30% grit. It's a great top dressing to put onto all of your plants. If you don't have access to all these leaves, or if you want to make a leaf mould that's quite acidic specifically to put around your camellias or rhododendrons, then you can collect the actual needles from under pine trees. They'll still break down into a leaf mould in about 2 years. And that is a brilliant way of getting a nice acidic leaf mould. as I say, it's easy. We can all do it. I used to have to fill 5 of these bags when I was a child to earn a dinky toy, although I expect my granddad would have taken me down to the local post office and bought me the dinky toy anyway. My memories are very vivid of it. I can remember that I once actually managed to fill 10 of these bags, and as a special treat I was bought the James Bond Aston Martin DB5 from Goldfinger. In fact, I probably still have it somewhere around. It's probably worth more now than when I bought it. But I digress. So, leaf mould. We can all be making it now. It's free, it's easy. Once you've made it, it won't go wrong. Just leave it alone and it'll do its own stuff. If you've got a lot to collect, the easiest way to do that obviously is just to go over it with your mower. Chop it all up and pop it into a bag. Don't worry if you get some grass clippings in it. If you're doing that, it'll just speed up the process. The nitrogen in the grass breaking down will just make it go a little bit faster. So that's Mark at Learn How to Garden saying thanks a lot for watching. If you're not already subscribed to us, there is the link under this video that will take you over to Learn How to Garden. And just for your email address, it means we can keep you up to date every time we put a new video up. So thanks a lot again, and we'll see you soon.